It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump it for a loss of 8. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A good running there by Jacobs on 1st down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
Oh, they pitched to the tight end, and it's a fake. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them in practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
It's a first down and more for Gibson, running right through it. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he's got some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 47 yards rushing for it now. His first 2 carries of the ballgame. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Oh, a good move at the 5. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending?
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Carr. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So a decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Julian Blackmon bringing him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. Bulldozes past him. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're working really well.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
All day, baby, all day.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 28 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
Let's go, fellas.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell has led to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it with basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Carr now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kwity Paye just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw over the middle taken in. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, 64 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? Rodgers on the return.
Let's go!
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And here's a give to Gibson. Uses the stiff arm. Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. He's got room to run past the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. That's a room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The point after is good. And a lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better, maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Carr now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack on the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got one.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return comes Drake. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, let's go!
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on second down. Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Get in there, get what you want, boy.
Josh Jacobs, 47 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And here's Rodgers to return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Smith catches left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much during this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return comes Drake. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Once more, Gibson. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run with Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. Powers through it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gets by him at the 25. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Foster Moreau with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. He's got this almost to the 40 before going in.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And some space here. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 61 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. On the return comes Drake. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Goes right back to Smith again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Worked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. 4 in the game.
About the 4 in the game.
Times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 20. 103 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the option, here's Jacobs. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Right there. Logan Wilson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I got you. 41, Mike. 41.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it, and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Raiders. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I was going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 38 yards. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go!
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kwity Paye able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
he sheds himself free.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Rodgers to return.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, 85 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The extra point up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. It's caught. Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Let's go. Let's do this.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return comes Drake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because of one play.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 4. Gets us to Campbell out on the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 10, Carr and Waller taking it in over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr again. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Rodgers to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he had this pass to 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They've been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on off.